top fans. I wanna text the Someone should join my live because, YouTube, don't ban me. I'm 4,000 years old. Please. Hello? Who just liked this and, did not hop on? Oh, hello. Hello, fam. So, guys, I'm literally just going to be yapping about my book characters. Because that's all I do in life. Y'all want to... Do y'all care? Do you care if I just yap about book characters while playing Obby on a bike? Okay. Guys, trust. If you've watched my newest video, which literally went out, I posted it, a couple minutes ago. You guys have to guess which one has a boyfriend. You're not going to be able to guess it. Okay. I love. Okay, you're not going to be able to guess it. So, but I'm going to tell y'all lore because I have nothing better to do. So, basically, their mother, which is Raya, if you don't know how to pronounce words, because I don't either, so it's okay. It's okay, trust. But, basically, during, basically when, her father made the older kids, take care of children to keep them in line. And Raya had someone who did that for her, which is her older brother, Benjamin. Guys, we love him, but you don't get to meet him until later in life because my boy lives at a whole different castle. Okay, trust, guys. But basically, so that's why Clovis lives with her, I guess, is what I'm gonna say. Also, she literally, they live in a castle, guys, with a ton of her other siblings, because she has a lot of siblings, because her father had 2 wives, which is just insane. Okay, guys, but if you don't know, guys, I want you to guess. Hello. You guys should guess who my favorite character is. Peak fantasy, yes. You guys should guess who my favorite character is. Spoiler alert. It's one of them. It's one of the brothers. But also, I really like Raya because I literally made her. She's literally me. Okay, guys? Trust. Ah! Okay, sorry. I'm getting, beat up in this obby that I'm doing. Okay, but she's literally me. If I had red hair. I love redheads, okay? So that's why literally the majority of them are redheads. But I am talking about a book I want to write that's just an idea and basically just yapping about that. And then I'm also playing Obby on a bike because I have a problem. And I also have to go in 30 minutes because I'm going shopping with my friends that I haven't seen in forever. But I'm gonna tell y'all about these characters while I wait for my dad to come and get me. Okay, so I'll tell you all the names of all the brothers. So it's Clovis. I'm gonna go in age order. So also I'm gonna drop some lore. Clovis and Jericho were twins, but her father killed them off one by one, so that's why he killed Everett first, and then he killed Jericho, and then Raya stormed the castle and literally went with them and just to go get Clovis and free him. So we love that. And then there's Wylan, who she adopted. Guys, trust, you would know if you read the storyline, trust. Not the storyline, but the blurb I put underneath my most recent video. It's literally a terrible description because I think up the scenes in my head and I think, wow, this is great. But then I can't leak it because it literally leaks the whole entire plotline. But it's fine. And then there's Evan. Clovis is 23. Sorry, I don't know these off the top of my head. It might. And then Wylan's 19. Okay, I don't know Clovis off of the top of my head. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with that kid. But he's a little bit special. But then Evan, who's 16, and then Oakley, who's 14, and then his twin younger brother Skylar, who's also 14, and then August is 12, guys. But August is a little bit. It's okay that August kind of went a little bit insane after what happened, what he found out, because I would go insane too. But I can't leak. Trust. Hello? Oh, peak murder. No, guys, he didn't murder him. He just broke all of the fingers on one of his hands. I forget. I like put down stuff. The reason I literally just am making videos about it anyways is because I can't remember stuff. But he broke all the fingers on one of his hands, and then he said he'd do it again. He also said he would like cut his tongue and like his tongue out if he ever said Evan's name again. Spoiler alert, he does. And it's because, August kind of starts chilling with Evan. But guys, literally, I want you guys to guess which one has a boyfriend. It's one of the living characters, okay? So your options are Clovis, Wylan, Evan, Oakley, Skylar, and August. It's not... Clovis has a wife, guys, so just don't put Clovis, because I'll actually start crashing out. He also has 2 kids, but it's okay. It's okay. They're, like... You don't really hear about them in the book, because August is, like... Who's the perspective? Hey, I hope everyone is having a beautiful day, just, like, because y'all are so beautiful and amazing, full of love and so important. Mega cute and preppy. Who's the enemy's name? Well, basically... Let's just drop some lore, okay, guys? Basically... They think August is his cousins, August's cousins, like Rhea's literal brother's children, because both of her sisters are dead. We love that for her. She murdered one of her sisters and the other one killed herself. But it's okay. It's okay, guys. But, because that happened when she was way younger. Because she thought the older sister... It's a lot to explain, but basically the cousins, since August has dyslexia, think that he's like bully him and think he's like gonna bring shame to their family, and they tell him that his brothers think the same thing, and that's why he doesn't really have a good relationship with a lot of his Clovis, because Clovis doesn't want him to feel that way, but doesn't know how to tell him that. So he kind of just tries to help him with his dyslexia by just bullying him into reading. And then he has a good relationship with Wylan, actually, because Wylan is just, like, the sweetest literal child ever, even though he's literally, like, 19. But it's okay. And then, he also didn't know Oakley has dyslexia as well. He knows that their mom has dyslexia. And then... Him and Skylar are just chill because they're the youngest children. And yeah, that's basically it. So the Ops are kind of the cousins, and one of them dies. One of the cousins dies. And then the other one is Bronley, who we hate. We freaking hate that guy. I made him an Op because I just did. He kind of is giving... their sister Lydia, like the original Heartstrong siblings, I'm gonna say, because the book is about like Rhea's kids and but she has a lot of siblings, but it's kind of hard to explain. Who's the enemy's name? Poop grammar. Oh, that's so aesthetic. Honestly, when I yap to my friends about the books, they look at me like I'm crazy. For real, my friends don't get books. Actually, one of them does, but she's not as psychotic reader as me. They don't get it. They don't get the grind. But, so, I'm going to explain to you the original sibling dynamic. So, Rhea's the youngest child of, so it's Noah, who's her older brother. And in the top, he's 11 years older than her. Exactly. Not all. A lot of my friends don't read, but Noah, at the time of the war, the OG war, he was non-existent. He did not exist. Everyone thought he was dead, but don't worry, he's alive. Chat. Um, so her oldest brother is Noah, and then then she has a sister named Lydia, who she murdered because Lydia causes a lot of problems, and she said if she ever saw her again, she would kill her, and then she did. But that was before the events of the book, guys, trust. And then I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, then it's Reed, and Reed and Abraham, who are her half brothers, because like Lydia, Noah, and then her, Arya, her younger sister, who I'm blanking on the name. I think I named her Elizabeth, and her twin brother. They all have the same dad. They are all related to the king that literally is like top up, who did a lot of bad things. He was the OG king before Benj took over after they beat him. But and then they have Reed and Abraham have different parents, different father, same mother. But she considers them her full siblings because a lot of her siblings didn't, they're just weird. And then, so it's them, and then it's Arya, who is her brother. Don't ask. I had to give him a name, okay? Except for once. She doesn't read Percy Jackson, but I have a friend who still reads PJO. She's only on the first series. I get that. My friend only read the first series, and then she was on Heroes of Olympus, and then she had to take a major break because she didn't, she was so just done with the series. I was like, bro, you need to actually go. But anyways, then her older brother Arya, then she has, Reed and Abraham are twins, and then, because twins run in the Heartstrong line, guys. I'm just going to say that right now. And then it's her older brother, Finn. And Reed is actually not Reed's real name. It's I think I named him George or something. But I made his name Reed because he has a nickname. And then her twin brother also has a nickname. They call him... It's very tragic. Yes, it is. Trust. But... his nickname is Slug because he used to be as slow as a slug. Guys, the lore in my book is insane because Rhea isn't even straight, guys. That part is not as similar to me. I don't even know what I am. I'm just special. I'm just here. But Rhea isn't even straight. And she used to have a lover, and that lover got killed by Lydia because we hate Lydia. And then she had another lover that got killed by her older brother. Not any of the ones that I just said, because those ones are really nice. But her older brother, William. I just got beat in my game. Slug, very poetical. Yes. And then Slug isn't straight either. He's literally in love with Rhea's husband, and that's the only reason she married her husband. Is because they were best friends, and then him and Slug got together. So then she was like, oh, bet, you marry my lover, I'll marry yours. But then her lover died, and she never picked up a new one, because she was like, that's tragic for me. People dying left and right core. No, this is during the First War, because originally, I was going to write a book about, the First War, and what happened during that, because there was 2 wars before these little children popped out of the womb. But then I was thinking up a book, and I was like, you know what would be really great? Just sibling relationship, okay? And I just kind of the original storyline was gonna kind of talk more about Rhea and the First War, and then there was gonna be a second series on the Second War. And then it was going to be, the third series was going to be, August and them. But I kind of like August better, guys, my favorite character is Oakley, okay? Trust. He's, literally such a cutie. Also, I'm gonna leak this right now. He's the one with the boyfriend, guys. Ah, I love him. But guys, he's the one with the boyfriend. Would it be in first person or third person? First person. August is like, he's talking about stuff as they're happening in the moment. Like, kind of how Percy Jackson is, like, I don't, like, the Kane Chronicles are weird to me. Like, I'm gonna say it right now. The Kane Chronicles are weird to me because they're in third person and they're talking, it's like a video recording that they're talking to. And so you don't really, like, you're hearing it in first person, but you're not, like, experiencing it. Like, I got lost in the book because I was experiencing it. But then I would be, like, then I would have moments where I'm like, wait, this isn't even happening. This is a recording that Uncle Rick got. I was like, it would be in first person because I literally don't know how to write any other way. And when I think up, like, the scenes for the book, because I kind of, like, think of them and then talk about them out loud to kind of, like, talk about the storyline. But they would, but that's, like, the way I wrote them. And you want to know a really good scene? So, like, I'm not going to leak the boyfriend yet, but let's just say he's really just a sweet guy, okay? Because literally there's a scene in the book, because they're at this ball, because there's a lot of, I've never read the Kane Chronicles. It's good, but it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. They're, like, really good, but really weird. But, guys, so what's gonna happen, like, in the book, there's gonna be a scene where they have a ball, because they're having, like, a ball night, I guess, I don't even know. I haven't thought that far. But my thought process is just on the romance storyline, guys. Because I've been addicted to romance books right now. Like, I've been reading, like, Powerless romantasy books, I guess. And I picked up Six of Crows, and I'm, like, addicted to this book. Only for Wyland Van Eck. I don't give a crap about the literal other characters. Wyland Van Eck is my huzz. Even though he's not even straight, guys. I have a problem. Romance is so peak. Exactly. But, listen, okay? Listen to me here and now. There's going to be a scene in the book where Oakley is very drunk, and he's got put in charge of, like, watching over him, and Oakley's boyfriend, he would never call him a boyfriend, but Oakley is kind of inspired by Andrew Minyard. You would only know if you read All for the Game. But he's kind of inspired by him. But he's basically, like, he wears combat boots, like, kind of, if they had those in medieval times, because this takes place, like, medieval times. But he's like, they're dancing. Are they in love? He's like, it's going to be like, are they in love? They're dancing like they're in love. And then basically and then Skylar comes back and says, like, oh yeah, they're, like, dating, because he got drunk too. And then he just leaves. Okay, guys, trust. And then he's like, maybe they are truly in love. And then he's, like, thinking about that. And then he's going to be like, and then he's going to say, like, they started dancing, and Oakley's stepping on his feet. Like, Oakley's stepping on his toes. Like, he's probably breaking his toes, and the boyfriend doesn't even care. They're dating. Exactly. That's literally what they're doing. They're saying they're dating. Bye. Oh, guys. Skylar's going to be like, y'all are going to love him. He's, like, a comedic genius. If I write the book. It's just an idea right now. I really do want to write it, but I'm a busy woman. Okay, guys? And I don't know, like, I still need to get the plotline in order, but, like, and side characters, because right now all I have is the boyfriend as a side character. And, like, the brothers and the cousins. But basically he's like, and he was stepping on his toes, but he didn't seem to care. And then he kind of steps closer because they're talking. He's like, they're talking, and I want to know what they're saying, because he's a literal eavesdropper, because he's a 12-year-old, and he's so me. He's so me. But, like, and the parents are technically side characters. Okay, but They should be main characters because literally Eyes and Rhea, they were my first love, okay? Slug and Rhea were my first loves, okay? They were my first children, like my book character children. They were the first. You want to know the original plotline of this book? It was supposed to be Rhea running away, being the only one with powers, because now they all have powers. But it was her running away. Clovis wasn't her kid. They were more her brothers. William, Slug was non-existent in the first book. Neither was Eyes or Arya or literally any of the OG brothers that you're hearing about now. They were non-existent. It was Clovis, Jericho, Everett, Rhea, Benj, who's Benjamin, and William wearing any shoes because he's like dancing and having fun, and this is a ball where you don't really have to wear shoes, right? It's not the formal one. The formal one is going to be the masquerade where August hears some crazy stuff and goes insane and is like killing everyone and is like toodaloo. That's why he's going to be the executioner in the book. Oh, it's okay. But basically he's like, they were stepping on... Oh, no! But basically, he's like, he was stepping on his toes. And like, basically, and he was like, and then since Oakley's literally obliterated, he doesn't care that like, so basically, Rhea is trying to make it like okay for like gay people to exist, I guess, like LGBTQIA to exist in the book. And she's kind of not failing, but like people don't really want to accept them all, like I'm not going to say obviously because that's just crazy. But like she's you know how people are homophobic in the medieval times? That's basically what's happening. Like, and she's trying to change it. So technically it's legal now. She made it legal for like same-sex marriages. But people still don't truly accept it. It's kind of like, and then in the book, like Oakley starts being like just kiss me, and then the boyfriend's like, you're not in your right mind and you wouldn't want this. You're not going to want this when you wake up. Like if you wouldn't want, your sober self wouldn't want this. And it's basically being like very sweet but like firm and being like, no, I'm not going to kiss you. Like you're drunk and you wouldn't want it, especially in front of all these people. I don't know if you truly want it because Oakley had like a bad experience with a past ex, because we freaking hate everyone and we hate everyone and we hate. I hate a lot of but he's like, you wouldn't want this when you wake up, and he's like, but I want it now. And he's like, but you're not going to want it when you wake up. So how about we talk about this when you're sober and in the right mind? Let's get you to bed. And he's like, August, come help me. And August is just like, oh, me, really? Me, I'm not here. I'm watching this love story unfold that I'm not supposed to witness. And then they like, him and the boyfriend become close because they're like having deep conversations, and like basically the boyfriend like starts including him and stuff because he says that the brothers really want to get to know him, but they don't know how. And they just like, that's why they were peak defending him in a bully incident. They were basically legal but not socially acceptable, basically, yeah. That's basically what's happening that's basically like, they're just, I say basically a lot, it's not okay, but they're basically just being rude and dum-dums and they can all go die, but not August, okay guys? Then he's like, and the boyfriend's like, you don't care? And he's like, no, like as long as you're making him happy, all I want in like my life is to make my brothers happy. And using his power is kind of based off of Dex's, if you've read Keeper of the Lost Cities. It's not, I did not steal the name Technopath, but basically that's it. That's the only power you're getting leaked today. But he basically made the sword that Oakley gave his boyfriend, and it's so cute because he's like, I made that sword, and the boyfriend's like, really? And he's like, yeah, I made that sword for Oakley because I thought it's what he wanted. And he was like, there's an engraving on it. And he was like, yeah. And the boyfriend's like, yeah, I never was able to find it. And I think it made Oakley really disappointed. He said, yeah. And then he like shows him how to find the engraving. And they have this like really cute moment. And that's just, it makes me so happy. It made my heart happy. Okay, guys. So that's why I wrote it in, because it made my heart happy. That's why I'm gonna write it in when I write that book. Guys, trust, but like it's kind of hard, you know, because I feel like. Also, guys, I literally am getting an expander on Monday, and I got a haircut. I'm like so cute. I feel so cute. I just jump around on topics all the time, and I kind of feel bad because I've never met someone who switches topics as fast as me. Also, I have AC on in my room, and it's not making me very happy. But is it legally acceptable? Like, legally, like, he can get away with it. Like, his mother only did that because she grew up in a world where people shunned people like her, who literally liked girls. Guys, do you want to? Someday I'll tell you guys all about who Rhea loved and like how they died. Let's just say Lydia killed one, and also she fell in love with Isaac's sister, which is Isaac. But they call him Eyes. She fell in love with his sister. And it's really sad. Like, cause she was like, I jump around to talk to me, but she's like really sad because then like she dies and then she's like, okay, I'm never gonna find love again. Like I'm literally just gonna go end my life. Also, I feel like in my book, that I'm gonna write, guys. I feel like I can't keep adding this and this, and I'm gonna write. The youngest children become the executioners, like the people who stain their souls, because Rhea doesn't let her friends kill, and like her best friends, she doesn't let them do it. Like, there's a character named Xavier who you're gonna meet, who's literally my bae, okay? You need to understand, Xavier, I know I say this a lot, but Xavier's actually like, he was not even gonna exist until I was like, oh yeah, guys, let's make a little scary character that's Rhea's best friend, like he's peak best friend core, and he helped her through like some of the bad stuff in her life. And that's why he was trusted so easily, because Rhea has bad trust issues. Because I told you guys, she's like me. But I vent to people on the internet. What is up with my life? But he's like literally the best character. And he falls in love with someone too, guys, trust. But he falls in love with the guy who fell in love with Slug, but Slug was in love with Eyes, but Eyes was canonically dead. And then he came alive again. He, like, pretended to die and came alive again. And, like, then Xavier falls in love with the guy that was in love with Slug. Got really, like, it's a lot. But just know, there's a lot of lore that's going to be leaked, and you guys are going to be like, what the hell? Because it's not even going to be relevant to the plot, like, because you're not going to find this out. Because August, like, he knows of one. He knows of one person who, he knows actually two people who, like, it's his brother and the brother's boyfriend. I really want to leak his name, but I don't want to at the same time. Because, you know, but just know that they're very cutesy, and they're very, like, cute together. They're gonna look really cute together once I finally leak them. Sorry, my friend just texted about our plans, and I did not reply. My bad. I should have replied. Fell in love, but it left me lonely. I tried to trust, but it burned me slowly. I didn't know what I was looking. Sorry, I'm gonna see how many views my vid got. 3 likes, okay. It's okay. Guys, literally, these book characters are in my life, and they're like the best and worst parts of my life put in a story. Like, not kind of like they're like kind of the worst and best parts of me. None of their we don't really have shared life experiences, I guess, because you know I'm not a medieval fairy princess warlord who's leading a warlord tribe who has a ton of kids. Two that are adopted, 4 that are biological. She had by the time she was 19. I'd like to remind everyone, Rhea was 19 by the time she had all these children. So, because she was 13 when Jericho, and like, yeah, them. Like, she had Clovis by the time she was 9, because she had to start taking care of 3 kids by the time she was 9. Yeah, for real. And then she had like 3 kids by the time she was 9. And then when she was 13, she had 2. And then by the time her 16th birthday rolled around, she had 2. Because she had Evan. And then she adopted Wylan. Wait. She had the twins. And then she adopted Wylan. Because they're not like officially 2 years apart. I don't know if it's just me, but I always make my characters 2 years apart in age. I kind of like, it's a good age gap to have in kids, and I think, even though I will probably never have kids, I feel like that's a good age gap to have, and it's the only reason I live in life, because, it's a good age gap to have. So I kind of keep them all that way. Even though I'm only 3 years older than my brother, and I'm like a year and a half older than my sister. Like, I don't know, but my parents were rushed, so it's okay. I don't know when my Padres, adopted kids are all birthed. I don't even know. She had her biological kids, the ones that, actually, popped out of her, I guess you could say, are, Evan and younger. Who's here? And then Wylan and her 2 oldest are adopted, Clovis and Wylan. And then the rest are biological. But she doesn't really care about that. She doesn't really care, which ones are adopted. She just kind of, wishes they were, she just kind of loves them all. It doesn't really matter. Okay, my father's going to be here soon, so I have to go. But this is really fun chatting, and I might go live later, because I love chatting with people. Bye!